Welcome. My name is Idris Kamoga, and I'm happy to have you once again. It's a new month. We are in the month of October. We are slowly heading out of 2025, and I'm happy that we've moved together all the way from the start of 2025, and we're still moving, motivating you, encouraging you, giving you tips here and there on how you can probably start, run, manage, and grow your tourism business. And of course, apparently, as we getting out of 2025, all eyes are now on 2026. Of course, there are so many things that are evolving with time, and I'm hopeful that you are as flexible, because you must be adaptive to the situation. When changes comes in, we also have to change. That's how we do tourism as a business. Just a few touches that we can look at for the month of October. A few things that are taking shape. We've just concluded the Magical Kenya Expo. For those that had a chance to go to Nairobi, probably it happened from the 1st of October to the 3rd of October. These are some of the events that have, started with the new month. I've always advised you that preparations for the show, um, during the show, but most importantly is after the show. There's a lot of activities that you must be working on, after the show, right? So for those that have been to Magical Kenya, I'm sure you're now preparing, some follow-up emails, your contacts that you gathered, you're feeding them in your database, and probably make good use of the same. Apparently, as we speaking to you now, we have Essence of Africa happening in Malindi, still in Kenya. That um, part of Mombasa side. This is a very, B2B show. And for those that are also taking part, it's one of, you know, business to business engagement where more than 150 buyers are available you know, for engagements and networking. So next year, if you've not been part of some of these, networking sessions, you can plan 2026 early in advance. You can, book a table. You can engage the organizers. Of course, the invoices that you have to pay or settle, and then you can think of, you know, getting on. As we also get into November, there's a World Travel Market in London. For those that are planning to go, you still have time to do what we call appointments. That's very important. Who are you going to meet at the show? That is very key. I've already said a marketplace must have a buyer and a seller. So in this case, you are the seller. Majority tour operators from East Africa, going to shows in Europe, you are the seller. So you have a range of products and services that you're going to present to. Make sure you find or you match your appointment with the right buyer. That is very key so that you don't waste a lot of time, right? Those are some of the events that are actually, some are concluded, others are ongoing, and of course, some are bound to happen in the next month. Of course, we can't talk about the heated presidential campaigns that are ongoing in the country. Of course, we hope things are all clear and safe for tourism as a business. So far, nothing to worry us, and we keep our fingers crossed that as we get to the end of it all, until the voting, everything remains key so that we can have normal business for tourism. Of course, I can't. It is this time I can speak about 2026. What are you preparing yourself for 2026? What are you doing? You know, if you want to step forward, you must think of something new that you are doing. So, if you want to get more business, I've spoken to a number of friends. Say, no, 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 2025 is gone. So, as we prepare, we are all gearing up for 2026. What new thing do you want to start with? You know, it's very important that you get to list some of these things and start the implementation now, so that you can feel the heat as early as 2026. 26. We've talked about attending some of the shows that you've missed. You know, why not? You can only find new business when you go for new markets. Okay, that's not the talk of today. You know, being a new math, of course, we want to give you some energies here and there. And I have been engaging so many people, and of course, majority of you are saying, Idris, look here, I'm burning out. You are burning out because you're not taking the, you know, some key strategies that you must apply in doing tourism as your business. So we want to talk about how the smartest way, you know, we want to talk about the smartest way you can do tourism business without burning out. And we've come up with five key takeaways that you must at least get on if you want to do tourism as a business without burning out. Because we've said tourism is a lucrative business, and it is a very easy business to do, for sure, if you can listen to our five key takeaways that we want to share with you. And number one, we've always told you, specialize in a niche. Do not try to serve everyone. It's not right. First of all, the resources you have, they are not enough for you to serve everyone. So when you specialize on a niche market, right? Are you looking at the VIP, or you're looking at the budget travelers, or you're looking at the, you know, the mid luxury, whatever clients that you, or you're looking at a specific gender? You want to bring women on safari, you want to bring men on safari, whichever. Are you looking at a particular age group that you're dealing in schools or something like that? So when you specialize in a niche, probably it will help you, you know, not to burn out, because you've seen people running up and down, and in the end you're not making any money, you know, because you pretend to be serving everyone. So focus on serving a particular niche, concentrate to that, solve their problems in the rightful way, timely, right? And this is going to help you on how you can be able to work smartly, but also be able to save your energy, money, and time. That is good, right? So our point here too is privilege on technology. Of course, technology have come and it's available. We are in the 21st century. There's a lot that is going on in terms of software, the different applications, etc. and all that. Booking, invoicing, itinerary builder, reservation software. If you can grip on these softwares, right? But up to now, I know of people that are still stuck in the traditional, you know, means of serving customers. It shouldn't happen. 2025, 2026 onwards, you must leverage on technology. And of course, technology has so many advantages, including saving time, accuracy levels being so high. So you must be able to run or use these softwares. You know, if you're doing quotations, if you're doing the invoicing, all those must be, you know, you must adopt some technologies to probably be able to serve your market super fast and very well. You see, so we're looking at what are some of the five key takeaways. Of course, there are so many, but as a consultant in this business, we are trying to give you some of these, the ones that we feel that if you can probably grip on them. They will help you work smarter and avoid burning out while doing your tourism business. The third point here would be you must stay organized. You stay organized, you seek support, and stay flexible. We have all those three in one, right? We've seen a very disorganized person will always burn out because you will not even know where you placed what to do, when to do it, right? So you must stay organized and you must be very adaptive. Being flexible is very important in doing tourism as a business. Seeking support. I've always advised you, if you're not so good in finances, can you seek for a financial support from probably a financial advisor? If you're not good in application of technology, seek for support. If you're not good in tax filing, seek for support. If you want to avoid burning out in running your tourism business, you must seek support. You must stay organized. Being organized will always help you stay on top of the game. Right? Okay. And our fourth key takeaway here we're looking at having a good team. You know, a good team is very important that you can effectively delegate to. Because you see, we're looking at how do we save ourselves from doing such a good business, but avoiding ourselves from burning out. See, trust me, there's a lot of furry that would fall on you. You have to go to the airport, you have to consider clients' reservations, you must consider meeting A, meeting B. There's a lot. There's a lot of things, answering requests, invoicing, and all that. But I've always told you, tourism is not a one man's show business. You must have or do this with a team. Probably your operations manager, you have your finance manager, you have your sales manager, you can even have your executive assistant, you can have your whoever person that you feel. And please make sure you delegate to these people. Let them go run for other activities. In the end, you will win. So having an effective team that you can effectively delegate to will probably save you from burning out. And in the end, of course, your tourism business will definitely grow. And lastly is to monitor and evaluate your performance. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that tourism entrepreneurs do, that they never monitor and they never evaluate actually their activities that they have tried to implement. Whenever you implement, for example, you go for a trade show, you probably hire a sales representative, probably you draw an online advertisement. Make sure you draw and you monitor results. It is going to help you if something really works in that line and you achieve positive results, you will be able to go on with the same activity. And it will also help you where you're actually investing a lot of money and things are not working out, right? So be able to measure, monitor your performance on key activities that you're engaging in. And this is going to help you to avoid burning out on useless or less result-oriented activities that you're taking on apparently, and then you remain with those key, the ones that we feel that probably are generating more results. To me, I would feel you either go with one or two activities that are probably giving you more results than having a bunch of five that would waste your time, take your money, and take your resources and all that stuff. So, but how do we, unless we monitor these activities and we evaluate so that we become result oriented. Anything that gives us positive results is when we can pick it up again. Anything that doesn't do so, please drop it. Otherwise, I hope the 5 key takeaways have given you a very, very warm up for the month of October as we prepare ourselves for 2026. You know, we always come to you again and again and we'll give you some encouraging words for 2026 preparations. It is high time you start setting your business targets. Are you looking at $2 million of sales, $5 million of sales? It is possible. Don't say it's never possible, as long as you're able to work smart. But working smart will save you from burning out. Thank you. All right, don't forget to follow us on our social handles. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, and of course we're on Twitter. And of course to subscribe to our YouTube channel for these and more learning tutorials. I want to say thank you once again and see you in our next video. Bye-bye.